Today, I have a very special guest. She's going to share with us how she lost her job, how she went down the depression lane and then found herself, and now she's up and running. As much as she's not yet out of the woods, but her story is quite inspiring. So without further ado, let's welcome Margaret. Subscribe to my channel, press the bell button so you can get to know each and every time I release a new video. Welcome to the show. Would you just take a time and introduce yourself and tell us who you are?
Dana Margaret Ithagi, a teacher, trained, a counselor. That's the work that I do and the work that I have always known. Teaching, guiding students for many years.
In a nutshell, tell us how you came to know about Career Point. I know you have quite an inspiring story, quite an interesting story of how you lost your job and all the emotions that you went through. So would you tell us about that?
You know, employment, once you are employment to some of us, and the more so to me, it meant everything. It meant some independence. And so the day I was called on a phone, and I was told the institution was doing downsizing. And I was to be one of those to give the institution the leeway of downsizing. It was a surprise for me, because with the contract that I had planned for it. How I was to spend the 5-year contract, which was added after a 3-year contract. The timing of the downsizing of the institution, to me, came at the wrong time too. And this actually really affected me, because it was just after Christmas. Then comes in January and February, when you have already started working in the new year, and then you are told it's time for you to go, to leave. I was not alone, yes, we were many, but my response was different. It overwhelmed me, because this is the job that used to give me finances. I could finance everything and money was sweet for me. Now with the lack of finance, it meant now I get angry, my mood changed, and once my mood changed, I was so emotionalized in a way that I got angry with myself and with my employer. And in that anger of blaming, not blaming myself, but blaming the institution and the person, more the days that I slept, no eating, no activity, because employment had given me a schedule. I never had a schedule of my own, of how to spend a day. And this time around, there was no employment to schedule me. I didn't realize that I was losing everything until a son of mine called me and asked me, "Mom, what's up? What is going on? Why don't you wake up?" And the day was a very cold day. And he persuaded me, he told me, outside it is hot, outside you enjoy the hot sun. And it was around 11, 12, the sun was quite hot. And as I was leaving the house, going outside to bask, there is a small mirror on the veranda. The mirror captured me and I looked at it. And I wondered, is this Margaret? And I asked the mirror on the wall, is this Margaret? Who is this? I realized I was not doing well. So actually, it's the mirror that gave me the image of me not doing well, of being untidy hair with a headscarf tied badly, with a reso, with a sweater, 2-3 sweaters. And I said, oh no, this is not me. So instead of going outside to bask, I went back, took a towel, went to the bathroom, dressed up, and came back to the mirror. And I looked at the mirror and I asked the mirror, mirror now, is this Margaret? I gave it a smile. And I said, wow, the Margaret I had seen earlier is not this one. It was a wake-up call. And from there I proceeded outside to bask in the sun, well dressed, and with my phone, which never used to be on, I put it on, and the next thing I saw was a message coming in saying, so I so tried to call you, and then I realized the same message I have received has also gone to the other side, telling the person that the owner of the phone now is on, you can call. And I decided to put it off again, and then another voice told me no, and the same son of mine now decided, no, mom, you got to be busy outside there as you bask in the sun. So he decided to give me a song that talks about anger. And it was in the YouTube, so I had to use my phone. While I was seated there, I saw a message came in. And the message was an M-Pesa message telling me to buy airtime, to buy bundles. And the person then called me and told me, please do not put off your phone again. Let us keep on writing a message. We WhatsApp something. Let us encourage one another, and let's move on. The journey is not yours alone. Let's be together. Well, outside there, looking at Googling in the YouTube, that's how I came across Career Point. And I met a young man called Daniel. As he was introducing himself, talked about his story, what he does, and the many things and the benefits of online jobs. I connected with him in the Facebook, and I listened to him. That was the first day that I encountered him. I saw a son. He looked very young, and I could not resist watching him and listening to him. He could talk about the hard truth. So I decided to give him a call. And when I called him, he responded positively. And what excited me most was that after introducing myself to him, he just called me, Mom, I'll help you. I felt relieved. And you know what? I thank God for Daniel. And I said, everybody has a reason of being in this world. Because I had not called on another counselor to talk to. I had not talked to another teacher or another person in the profession to help me. Thank God that even he gave the knowledge of internet, that we are finding a lot in the internet that can help us. And today he invited me to come and give my story so that it can be in the internet and so that it can help others. Having listened to him, I was able to connect with myself interpersonally and intra, to change and develop and grow my relationship within myself. More so, my moods that had overtaken my mental capacity, that I could not think. I started thinking, and my thoughts started now connecting and controlling my emotions. It is at this point that I stopped blaming the institution. Of course, the institution was suffering too. The only question I had was, why me and not the other one? With me connecting, I said, I was the right person. And my healing started from there. And I thank God that within those 3 months, I was not like the others. Because I know some of us who are not able to speak up to now.
I know that was quite heavy in terms of your emotions and losing your job. Then the coronavirus hit. How did you get yourself out of that downward trend?
I've mentioned the mirror.
Yes.
It is one thing that made me to stop going downward. I wanted to look nice, like I have always looked. I wanted to feel healthy, like I have always felt. So I had to eat well, have good breakfast. And the other thing that I did, and it was very important, was to change the schedule. I started waking up early to connect with God, especially through the radio, from 4 up to about 6. Radio is very powerful. And as I listen, as I read my word, around 5:30, there is P at home on the TV. Out of that, I realized I was getting strong and I was getting relieved and the anger was going away. I had time to jog, exercise, sweat enough, and drink water, and breathe in and count 10 times for about 20 minutes. And I would feel energized. And from there, I would make my breakfast. Not just a breakfast, but good breakfast. Once I eat, I decided I got to become busy. The best thing I would do from 6 up to about 8 is to write stories. My past experience stories and successful stories, news stories of what I do as a counselor and as a professional teacher, and what I had learned from Career Point training. The Career Point training had converted me already to be a badass pro, which meant I become bold, I become authentic, I become skilled, I become self-assured, and keep that as a professional. I had to go back to my structure. With a job, you structure yourself. You know who you are. Me, as a company, I structured it. As the CEO of it, I was able to get out of that. To purpose, come up with new objectives, and have a purpose with or without the job. Redefine who I am without the job, without the title that I had, without the association. I meant to redefine myself and give my life a new meaning. It is actually the mirror, my son, and Career Point Badass Pro traits.
With the pandemic, the coronavirus, many people lost their jobs, many people lost their livelihood, and I'm sure even right now several people are in that situation. What are the practical things that you would advise someone to do to get off that downward trend of feeling stressed out, depressed, and feeling worthless?
Number 1, avoid bottling up your feelings. You feel angry, tell somebody you feel angry. And remember the anger. Nobody makes you angry or gets angry. It is a decision that you make. You decided to be angry. Like I told Margaret, decide to be happy and not to be angry. I stopped holding anything, bottling, in a way that I cannot swallow anything. I had to let go, down the throat, get digested, and put it in the right place. And that way, the baggage becomes lighter. And every day, you realize that you are going to be a better human being. Bottling up, holding anger towards other people, holding a pointing finger is only going to hurt you. Do not hurt your heart. Let the heart enjoy. Imagine the Coca-Cola bottle. Once it opens, the noise we hear, it relaxes the bottle. The same thing. Once you speak up what is in you, you relax. A problem shared is halfway solved. If you have nobody to open to, get a book, get a paper and a pen, and bottle all that is in you on that paper. Imagine the paper is another human being, and write all that is in you on that paper. By the time you finish, even if it means 1 hour, 2 hours, the whole day, and every day you wake up and write, a day will come, you will stop writing, and the heaviness will have gone.
Thank you very much, Margaret, for coming. We really appreciate. I want to believe that you have found value out of this story. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also watch this other video on how to write a professional CV. And until my next video, I'm out.